Hello and welcome to Virtual World Symposium Day 2. My name is Russell Bundy. I am the Partnerships Director at GatherVerse, and we've got an amazing fireside chat where we're talking about visualizing AI. And today we have an amazing guest with us. It is the one and only Amara Aftab. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here, Rizal.
It's amazing to have you with us. And you're an AI expert. You are Meta and Google certified marketing expert. You're an AI corporate trainer, an AI caster, community builder, digital transformative. Like, wasn't it like? There's just so many things you do. Like, it's crazy. So please do introduce yourself very quickly, and then we'll get into the amazing questions we have. So over
Sure.
to
So,
you.
as you are getting crazy about reading my whole introduction, so let me introduce by myself because as every day is evolving, every day is a new day. So, I love to learn a lot of things. I don't want to be lag behind. And yeah, I am the proud Pakistani female AI expert from Pakistan right now. And I'm the only corporate AI trainer right now. And if we talk about my educational background, so I am a statistician. I have done my master's in applied statistics, and then I work in a CPAC projects, and then I have done a lot of certifications in artificial intelligence relevant to the business sector, relevant to the government sector, and a lot of things. And yeah, I'm running Pakistan's first AI specific podcast in which we always discuss about the AI,
Yeah.
everything relevant to the AI. Yes, for every field.
I
And
mean,
yeah, sorry.
I'm going to quickly jump in because you're also the founder and president of Pro AI
Oh,
Global Think Tank as well.
yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, let me tell you about ProAg Global Think Tank. So we have I have created a global think tank, which means I am developing a global AI community, right?
For sure.
And we started like 1 month back, and it's been like there are 25 countries on board now. We have more than 200 members right now from 20 different 25 countries, and we are growing rapidly nowadays.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I definitely want to get into the topic though, which is obviously talking about visualizing AI. So I want to ask you some specific questions, Amara, to kind of get your perspective and kind of what your thoughts are. So we'll start with, for example, as AI like continues to evolve, like moving forward, etc. How do you envision like a future where we can see sort of AI, particularly through like immersive experiences or immersive environments, etc.? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so usually what from where I start is like I always start from the past, present, and then I go to the future in my podcast. But I love that question at the very start here. So if we talk about the future of visualization in AI, so it seems like a fantasy world, but now it's not a fantasy thing right now. If we talk about the movies back in like 90s, so we can see there are a lot of movies. We can see, okay, there is a fantasy world, like the car is moving without a human and the people are flying in the air, but now it's reality. If we talk about the visualization of AI, now the AR, augmented reality, and the virtual reality are combining together, and we can see a lot of things via virtual reality.
Hmm.
So we talk about the future. So like usually we ask the people, how do you see the future after 5 years? But if we talk about the artificial intelligence, we can say after a 1 year. So future is just a 1 year ahead because everything is changing rapidly.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously, we've got AGI literally around the corner, and we've also got super intelligence, coming up, within the next couple of years as well. So I think just the rate that the AI is evolving and growing, particularly in sort of like you know the future of like sort of an immersive experience, I definitely think is going to give you sort of like a lot of but more personalized experience, more intimate moments, and allowing you to sort of experience those different worlds with different emotions, etc., and that connectivity with that. So I think it's just going to get a lot more sort of realistic um, as we go along. So my question is as well, like, what do you think, like, the current experience of interactive AI might look like when it comes to sort of like more visually present in our sort of everyday lives? Like, how do you see that kind of moving forward in sort of like our everyday lives?
So if you talk about the everyday life, so Apple just released about the Apple Vision Pro, and we can see that it seems like a very easy to interact everything. Like by your hand
Hmm.
gesture, you can move anything. By your eye contact, you can do anything. So whenever we ask previously back in like 2 to 3 years back, we asked what is AI, so people said it's a future, but no, my dear, it's a present, and we can see everything here right now.
I like that. No, my dear is present.
Yeah. Because in my training session, I always ask people, what is AI? What do you think AI? I just need a one word answer. And you people usually just say it's a future. And then I respond on that, no, my dear, it's present.
My question to that is, how will being able to see AI change, sort of our relationship with it? Like, could visual sort of representations of AI like influence, trust, understanding, collaboration, that kind of sort of thing?
Okay, so if we talk about the relationship or the interactions, if we talk about, so we all know that the metaverse is here. Your
Hmm.
virtual avatar is there. People
Hmm.
are buying the property at the metaverse. There are schools in metaverse, which means AI and the metaverse are like AI is already integrating into everything, and
Right.
metaverse is there. Your educational system is there, so your personal of your office is there as well in the metaverse. So
Right.
when we talk about the metaverse, so we can see the virtual reality as well, like we can feel that. And there are a lot of other tools, and other companies are working more and harder on that, that can make the interact human interaction feels like it's like a natural feel if we touch anything, so you can feels like this is something in reality. So yeah, a metaverse is there, and everything is like you can have everything in the metaverse.
I think also like when it comes to sort of like the trust and understanding,
Mm.
point on this, and also the collaboration, I think with children sort of growing up with this technology as well, will be able to collaborate, connect with it a lot easier compared to sort of digital people that aren't, sort of used to technology, right? I mean, older generations, for example, or even people that struggle with technology. So what like when you see sort of like the visual representations of like how AI can influence like the trust and understanding. I think with kids, it'll be able to do that a lot easier because obviously they're better connected with easier. Whereas with
Yeah, exactly.
older generations, they won't be able to as much. Um,
Yeah, even kids can play the games, and they can go into the virtual reality, and they can earn, and they can have a collaborations. Even I know one company, they created a game for the kids, and
mhm.
the kids can earn by that. Even in that, their opinion is by creating that game is that that is a US based company, and I had a podcast with that company CEO, and he told me that we have created a game by which a kid can earn anything, like can earn if he needs a bicycle, so he can earn play that game, and when he achieved that level, so he can earn the money, and there are a lot of things. And then when he came back to his parents and tell them, okay, dad, I got it, I can buy the cycle, so the dad
Right.
replied, oh my god, how did you earn that? So definitely, yeah, so the kids are more into that because
Yeah.
they are, yeah, because that is very interactive things in that.
No, and also like I guess that kind of brings me to another question, which is like from an ethical standpoint, like what ethical considerations arise when sort of creating visual forms of AI, like especially in how sort of like these representations might affect how people could perceive or engage with artificial intelligence, right? So, what
Mhm.
ethical considerations could arise from the visual forms of AI?
Oh, that's a very important question, and that's a very good question, by the way. And it's a very important topic, and it's really important to understand and spread the awareness on it, as we all know about the deep fakes, right? So, if we
Hmm.
talk about the ethical considerations, so as there are pros and cons as well of everything, if it there is a trust issue, trust lacking when we talk about the virtual reality, when we talk about the metaverse, because you don't know if you are having an interaction with any personality at the metaverse, because that is a virtual avatar. Maybe
Right.
that person is alive or maybe not, how you can say that. And
Hmm.
same goes to the deep fakes, because in deepfake there are a lot of tools nowadays, and it's very easy and handy if we want to have a deepfake. If I want to make my face as Elon Musk, so right now I can integrate that tool into my laptop, and I can give the live session with you. I can do that live session with you. So the
That would be
deepfake is
cool.
open. I like my face more than him, so I choose.
Fair enough. I like your face too, so that's fine.
Oh, thank you so much.
But yeah,
So,
I think like when it comes to sort of ethical considerations, kind of like how you're saying, I mean, obviously it might like it goes deeper more than sort of deep fakes, right? Like there's a lot that kind of goes behind the scenes of this. Like for example, is this AI that you're speaking to, biased towards something, right?
yeah.
Or does the AI have a certain fairness to it where it's doesn't have any sort of political point of view, but as actual fair to sort of everybody and accessible to everybody, etc. So I think there's more to it than kind of just meets the eye, if that makes sense. But yeah,
Well,
now what are your thoughts on that?
you just said about the ethical consideration and the deep fakes, and let me give you the example here. I don't want to take the name of that country. So there was election in that country, and the deep fake was there. Like there were a lot of deep fake videos spreading or around the social media just to tell the people that this guy is not the right candidate and this guy is the right candidate. So everything is really scary at that time. And
Mhm.
now European Union already created their AI laws. In that they already mentioned, they already banned some applications. Let's suppose they ban some application which can ask you for your thumbprints, which can ask you your eye contact, if
Oh
you want
wow.
to download that any kind of application. Because usually what happens if we download any application, do you read the terms and condition if you download any application?
No one does. Come on. No one does. Let's be honest. No one does.
So no one do that. So that's the main point. How
Yeah.
do you know that which application is asking for your which data? Because data
Mhm.
is a new oil. How can you save that? So that's the main point. Whenever we talk about the ethical consideration of AI, so the countries and all the organizations should follow some rules and the regulations. So that's really important. So next time when you download any application, just have a look on the terms and
Well,
conditions.
well, on that note, Amara, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you in this fireside chat. And yeah, make sure you go to check out Amara on LinkedIn, follow her, join in with her, and our Gather as well. Christopher, thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much.